What would humanity be without technology? Would we have survived? Or perhaps it was already extinct? Hello, my name is Y92, and I am a cyborg type traveler. I want to show you how technology has improved your lives, although it is also true that sometimes it has not been for the better. At this moment, I am in prehistory. There are two ancestors of humanity. They only cared about feeding and fleeing from their predators. However, one day,
I have seen how wild animals can feed on almost any other living being.
Sure, have you seen the size of their teeth and claws? So anyone eats anything.
I am tired. I used eating fruit from trees. I want to taste meat.
But how are you going to do it? Our teeth can handle such thought meat. Remember, you tried the other day and you almost left it.
There must be some way.
just at that moment, a thunderstorm was hitting, and lightning struck a tree, setting fire.
Look, what's that over there? It feels hot.
And the tree is not as hot as before. Perhaps this will happen to the meat as well.
And that is how men discovered fire. They used it both to heat themselves and prepare their food. By tasting their meat, brains become more intelligent, and thus they evolved to the next era.
Years pass, and humans gathered to make civilizations. As they grew and multiplied, the cities where they lived also grew. This brought a new problem. Larger and heavier elements were needed for the construction of the cities.
Hello, my name is Mohammed. I am an inventor and work for the Pharaoh of Egypt. He has given a very complicated task. We need to transport columns from the mountains to the city. No matter how much they have been assigned as tax to many slaves, this has not been efficient. He have also used animals to care, but I know and you there must be something to help with this task. So I thought that round surface could help, since the weight is distributed in such a way that when rolling the way of transport is lying. I will come invasion of the world.
This invention revolutionized all of humanity, since they not only used it in transport but in all kinds of machines they called gears. So they could distribute the weight better. The gear serves to transmit circular motion through the contact of two toothed wheels.
Hello, my name is Johannes Gutenberg. I was born into a modern merchant family in Mainz. I was an inventor. A printer will have a major impact on communication and learning worldwide. After the invention of the wheel and gears, there was a new challenge in humanity. Communication is essential of the evolution that where I invent a machine to be able to make books more efficiently and quickly. It was in 2014 when I invented the printing press. From there I was known as father of printing.
When they had more books available, the communication between people from different countries was of great help for the evolution of civilization. Knowing other cultures, languages, and philosophies from books, a more efficient means of transport was necessary to move a place to another, and thus know firsthand what these books said.
Whoa, I'm always want to know our countries, but I don't like traveling by boat. Hello, my name is Richard TREVITHICK, and I was an English inventor, engineer, machine builder. My best achievement was developing the first steam locomotive capable of working, and it was like this. Coal is born in a boil, and the heat is recovered to heating water and converted to steam. The steam obtained is heated and saved to obtain steam at high pressure. This high pressure is used to push a piston into a cylinder. We call this the TREVITHICK locomotive. And on the first trip is towed by 5 wagons with 10 tons of iron and 70 men at an average speed of approximately 3.9 km per hour and 2.4 miles per hour. and it took 4 hours and 5 minutes to cover the entire distance.
The future looked very promising. Some thinkers dreamed of a higher technological development. Among them, Mr. Jules Verne.
That's me, Jules Verne. I was born in Nantes in 1828. I was a French writer, considered to be a founder of modern science fiction literature. I predicted with great precision in my fantastic stories the appearance of some inventions generated by technological advance of 20th century, such as television, helicopters, submarines, or spaceships. Also, I wasn't a scientist or inventor. I did give great influence to them, since throughout my works, many dreamed of developing these technologies, such as the arrival of man on the moon. My life ended in 1905, but my legacy will survive forever.
At this point, people believed the future would be bright, with flying cars and all kinds of technologies, but it wasn't. What happened then? What always happens. The Great War broke out in Europe.
Hello, I am Dr. Python. I worked for Germany during the Great War, or as you know, the First World War. I know that wars are horrible, but through them technology are developed. One of the most advanced was the crate of the tank, which arose after the automobile bomb a few years ago, and which became a powerful way to combat the absurd wars of the French. Then, with that technology, the automobile that are in the present and future. Also the flight simulator, with a technology similar to that of mechanical bulls. The movement to meet the pilot was subject inside helped to prepare him for the air battle. This also applied to commercial flight pilots, and that is why you are safer in your planes, all thanks to the war.
After 2 world wars, technology advanced to such an extent that humans decided to explore their solar system through artificial satellites and later on, through a trip to the moon.
And this is where I prepare? How? You don't recognize me? It's me, Neil Armstrong. I was an American astronaut and the first woman being to set foot on the moon. Also, I was aerospace engineer, war pilot, test pilot, and university professor. I was born on August 5, 1930.
Stay there, Naila. You weren't the only one to go to space. I was a Russian astronaut and the first woman to fly a spaceship.
Yes, and who are you?
I am Valentina Tereshkova, and also most of the astronauts in my time were male. My name and the name of Svetlana Savitskaya are listed in astronautical history as the first woman to travel through the space.
But I was the one who said the phrase, a small step for man, and great step for humanity. And several films were made in my honor. Ryan Gosling played me in a movie. Can you believe it?
Yes, Neil, but keep in mind that women didn't have the same opportunities as a man for a long time. So my achievement is very special. After hard training on June 16 of 1963, I was launched into space aboard the Vostok 6 spacecraft, with which it orbited the Earth 48 times in a space trip lasting 17 hours and 15 minutes, which ended on June 19. For the descent, I had to parachute from more than 6,000 meters high, an example of improvement to be followed by women today.
That's right, Valentina, a great example of feminism from the 60s, but evolution didn't stop in space. Now a more effective communication between humans was necessary, in real time and with all access to all necessary information.
Maybe we can help you with that. Y92. I'm Robert Kent.
And I am Winter Surf, and we are known as the fathers of the internet. I think you already hear about it.
The internet is a network that connects other networks and devices to share information. This makes it a single logical network with a global reach.
This is done through pages, sites, or software.
Among the many uses you can make of the internet is researching and learning, communicating, and staying close with friends and family.
Give your opinion freely on blogs, pages, and social networks, and know what other things inform you in real time about what is happening in the country and the world.
Take courses at virtual institutions and universities.
And of course, listening to music, watching videos and movies.
Some people will consider the internet as the most important invention of the 20th century. But, and what surprise will the future bring us?
Welcome to the 21st century. I am Elliot Musk.
And I am Larry Page.
I am a South African scientist, entrepreneur, inventor, and tycoon, nationalized Canadian and American co-founder of PayPal, SpaceX, Hyperloop, SolarCity, The Boring Company, Neuralink, and OpenAI. I'm a CEO of SpaceX, Tesla Motors, president of SolarCity, and co-president of OpenAI.
And I am an American businessman creator together with Sergey Brin of Google that has made me the 10th richest person in the world. I am currently serving as CEO of the Alphabet Company, a giant company that includes Google and other companies in its field.
Among my most important projects is sending humans to the planet Mars through my company SpaceX, also the Starlink project that serves to create constellations of internet satellites with the aim of providing service of excellent internet to everyone at a low cost. This is the way we will improve the connection. We will stop listening to teachers so badly in virtual classes. Also through my company Tesla, I have developed a high-tech electric vehicles that they drive themselves. With that, you will no longer have the problem of stress on the road, of traffic violations that will be part of the past.
As for my Google company, we specialize in internet-related products. Google's main product is the Internet Content Search Engine, although we also offer services such as Google Drive, Gmail, Google Maps, Google Street View, and Google Earth, and YouTube video website. We also develop technology in other fields such as medicine, but our most interesting proposal is the development of artificial intelligence, where we can assign tasks to robots that humans had to do before, and thus dedicate ourselves to science, research, creation, the arts, and sports, leaving behind tasks such as agriculture, cleaning, security, among other tasks that today are very necessary for the society.
Well, it seems that the future again sounds very promising, but a question arises. Why does this magnificent scientific technology, which makes work and makes life easier, sometimes bring us so little happiness? The answer is this, simply. Because we have not yet learned how to use it properly, human beings must learn to use technology available to them in the most efficient way possible, and this takes time. With this last thing, our video ends, where we have seen how technology has always supported humanity, although sometimes it's misused. We trust that humanity at the end of the day will manage to conquer all its challenges through its ingenuity and discipline. Until next time, friends.